Nicki and Matthew, they come before us today desiring to be united in this sacred relationship. We thank Christ for the love that they have for Him and for each other. So we are graced to witness the Lord's blessing as they exchange their vows and seal their promises. As they become husband and wife, it is my fervent hope that they may do so not only in our presence, but in the full understanding of the presence of Christ, whose love and grace surrounds them and fills their hearts.
Looks so beautiful.
I definitely gotta give her what she wants now.
Nicki and Matthew, they come before us today desiring to be united in this sacred relationship. We thank Christ for the love that they have for Him and for each other. So we are graced to witness the Lord's blessing as they exchange their vows and seal their promises. As they become husband and wife, it is my fervent hope that they may do so not only in our presence, but in the full understanding of the presence of Christ, whose love and grace surrounds them and fills their hearts. I understand that you have vows that you would like to make to each other, so Matt, I will give you the opportunity to do that.
Our first conversation was on April 20th, 2019. 2 months later, we finally went on our first date. You suggested Topgolf, and I couldn't be more eager to go on that date with you. You asked me what I was looking for, and I looked directly at you and said a wife. We had no idea that 2 years later we'd be standing right here. I promise to not only listen when you have something to say, but to hear you and try to understand where you're coming from. I will respect you, value your opinion, and be honest with you. I chose you 2 years ago. I'm choosing you today. And I'll continue to choose you every day. I'm so happy to tell you I do, I will, and I always will. You're everything that I always wanted, everything that I knew I needed, and everything I could ever hope for in a partner and a wife. You are my dream, my once in a lifetime, and I'm so excited that I get to spend forever with you. I hope you know how much I love you, how important you are to me, and how proud I am to have you as my wife.
Matthew, when I think of us, I'm reminded of a quote that I've read many times in my life, and on this day with you, I cannot think of anything more true. The quote reads, "God has perfect timing. Never early, never late. It takes a little patience and a lot of faith, but it's always worth the wait. You cannot mess up the purpose of God. Purpose is determined, and so shall be His word that proceeds from His mouth. I truly believe God created you just for me, because let's face it, I'm a handful. On this day, I promise to love you, care for you, and protect you. I promise to never take for granted our time together. I promise to show you every day how much I love you. I promise to hold your hand and walk by your side through the good times and through the bad times. I promise to be loyal and faithful and to put you before all else. You are my rock and I am yours. From this day forward, you will never, ever walk alone. I love you endlessly.
You've chosen to share a ring as symbols of the covenant that you now make with one another. The ring is circular to remind us that love is never ending. The ring is a symbol of the promises binding two people together in a sacred relationship.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love for you, my covenant to be your husband.
My covenant to be your wife and to be faithful to you, and also as a reminder of God's presence in your life.
Very well.
Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it's being the right partner. It is discovering what marriage can be at its best.
Do you now accept Nicki to be your wife?
I do.
Nicki, do you now accept Matthew to be your husband?
I do.
I now pronounce you our husband and wife. I am honored to be the very first one to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Matthew Oakley. You want to kiss your bride?
Yes.
person in focus ahead of yourself. I don't have much reservation. I spent enough time with the two of you. I think you guys are perfect. I absolutely do. And I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Matt and Nicki, I believe that finding your person in this world is one of the most incredible privileges that life has to offer. Among all of the relationships you can both rely on, this one, which we all had the honor of witnessing today, should undoubtedly be your most cherished. I wish you both a lifetime of happiness, love, health, success, and laughter. May your friendship continue to grow throughout all the years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we celebrate the new Mr. and Mrs. Oakley. Let's toast to them, the bride and groom. Cheers.
Nicki, I love that you love big. You love your family big. You love your friends big. And I see now you love Matt big. I am so very happy for you that you found your person, and I wish you two a lifetime of happiness together. We love you.